Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shelley and thank you for watching Cashing In with Shelley. Well, today is a special edition. So I am going to be doing my fur baby roll the dice saving challenges, and I'm also going to be sharing some of my money saving and budgeting journey, and this is all part of a budgeting community collaboration that's hosted by Love, Live, Laugh, and you might know her as Tawanda. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So as y'all know, I don't edit my videos, I just add some music. So what you see is what you get. So bear with me. I want to make sure I answer the questions the best that I can so y'all will have a meaningful understanding of how I started and where I am now. So let's go ahead and get started. First of all, let me set up my book right here, and it looks like I have $1 rolled over, and I'm working with, I believe it's 35, but let's make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, plus that $1 rollover, 36. So let's go ahead and get started. So let me do the question first and answer as I go. We're going to try it that way. So the very first question is, what inspired you to start budgeting? Was there a moment that made you say, I need to get control of my money? So how I started budgeting was saving money for travel. And our youngest son was at basic camp for the Army. So we were going to have to go to his graduation. Now, mind you, I've never flown before. I've been afraid of flying and would not get on an airplane. No, if I couldn't drive there, I wasn't going. So I had to suck it up to save that money to get on that plane to see my baby boy graduate. I was scared. I was terrified. That's another story in itself. So I had to start saving. So as soon as I knew he was going, I said, I got to start saving right now. So I started, and it was like every Friday I would take money out of the bank and put it in a one of those locking bags, money bags that people use to take their money to the bank to deposit. That's where I was putting money, and I was just putting money in there. I wasn't counting it, just putting money in there. And then also my husband and I wanted to go on our first cruise. We had never gone on a cruise. We did stuff like in California or just outside of California. We did like weekend getaways and stuff like that, but we wanted to do a cruise. Everyone told us we had to do a cruise, so I was saving for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So like I said, I was just putting the money away. And then I realized, like, hey, this is kind of easy. And I was just able to save like over $3,000 in such a short amount of time. Like, wow. And this was just me not doing challenges, but just taking money out of the bank and putting it aside. There was no fun in it, but the outcome was very rewarding, very rewarding. So let me put this right here, and then I can read the next question. So the next question is, how do you stay consistent with your budget when unexpected expenses come up? Well, for me, for the best way for me to stay focused is to know the outcome, is to remind myself what I'm saving for. It helps when there's a timeline or a specific date that helps me to stay on track. So that's how I'm able to stay consistent for unexpected expenses. But then again, too, what has helped me is saving as much money as I have by doing the challenges and cash envelopes. I'm basically like taking money from myself when an unexpected expense comes up and then putting it back. So it works. I'm telling you, I am 100% a cash saving person, 100%. So I need to put 6 right here. Let me roll again, and then I'll answer the next question. Another 6. What is this? $6 day? Okay, let me pull this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 6. So the next question, do you use cash envelopes, digital budgeting tools, or a mix of both? I'm a cash envelope person. I like to see money. I like to feel money. I like to count money. I like to move it around. I'm not a digital electronic kind of person. I'm old school. So I like to feel it. I mean, if I can cut a hole in my mattress and put money and hide it in a mattress, I definitely would. But we can't do that. We don't need to do that. I love my mattress, and my husband would kill me if I could open that mattress. So cash envelopes all the way, all the way, all the way. Okay, did I do, let me put the 6 right here. Perfect. Okay, now next question. What's one budgeting mistake you made early on that taught you an important lesson? One budgeting mistake: not knowing the difference between needs and wants. Because I want everything and I feel like I need it. So I had to teach myself and to learn that difference. And once I did and understood it, when I go to a store, I'll go and I'll put stuff in my cart because it's cute, because I want it, because I gotta have it. But then I'll walk around and I'm like, and I'll pull it out and I'm like, is this a need or a want? It's a want, put it back. And that's what I do. So knowing the difference between needs and wants. But I do treat myself. There are times where I have my own little savings for that I will treat myself. I'm not going to go without. If there's something that I want, I will definitely treat myself. So let me see. Let me keep up here. There's 6. 6. Okay, let me roll again. And that is a 1. That's an easy one. Okay. Another question. How do you handle months when your income or expenses change a lot? That's recent. We're down to 1 income. So I'm basically budgeting our savings and our household and everything with my husband's income. And it's been tough. I'll have to admit, it's been tough. But the fact that I was able to save as much money as I did over the years with cash budgeting, and I have to say, and I didn't mention this, but I actually started saving cash back in late 2014, early 2015 by putting it into that blue baker's bag. That's what I did. I hope I didn't say baker. I meant banker if I did. So that's how I started saving. But now, same thing, knowing needs for wants, cutting back, doing my own nails, getting rid of subscriptions that were not necessary and we don't need. Just cutting back. Date night was, we would try to do date night like every other Friday. Now it's like, whenever. We don't do it right now because of the fact that I'm home and I'm with my husband more. We do more stuff together here at home. So we do date nights, we go places, we do things, but like football games or, out to dinner, we still do that stuff and we have it. But I just had to really cut back. I'm not afraid to eat leftovers, not afraid to have cereal night, noodle night, making that one trip to the grocery store and trying not to run, to the grocery store during the week saying, oh, I got a taste for this. No, we'll mention something like, you know what, I got it in the freezer. You know what, I can make it better than that hamburger joint. Let me pull out my hamburger patty. So that's how we learned right now to just save. And I'm able to keep saving. My husband gives me a little allowance to keep my cash budgeting savings going. It's not as much as it was when I was working, but I am able to make it happen and stay on top of it. Let's see. Did I do the 1? Let me put the 1. Let me roll that. So next question. What's one simple budgeting tip that completely changed the way you manage money? I'm going to say giving myself a budget for savings, right? My amount is always the same, what I take to save with. And that helps me a lot right there to that really helps me a lot. What's one simple budget that you manage money? And just watching what we're buying, looking at those receipts, accounting for what we spent. Me and my husband, he'll look at the bank account. He's like, oh, what's this? And I'm able to answer and explain. So there's nothing, we're not spending money unnecessarily. We are managing our money and staying on top of it. Let's see. Next question. How do you make budgeting fun or motivating? Especially when it starts to feel repetitive. Well, that's one of my things. If things are not fun or engaging, I lose interest like that. I'm done. I'm moving on to the next best thing. But being able to watch YouTube videos and watch how others are doing and saving money, it keeps me motivated. I'm able to have fun. If I'm working on a challenge and I just feel like it's not going anywhere, I'm not having fun, I'm going to stop that one, move that money somewhere else, and have fun and keep saving. So YouTube. Everybody's so creative, and they just so much out there that can help you with low income, high income, sinking funds, emergency funds. Just there's so many. It's all out there. Just look it up. Let's see. What's a small daily or weekly habit that helps you stick to your budget without feeling restricted? Knowing that I have a budget on how much I get every Friday to save. Knowing that really, really helps me. And that's how I'm able to, and I don't feel restricted. I feel good about it because I can make magic happen with the little bit of money that I'm saving with. What's a category you refuse to cut back on, even when money's tight, and why? I don't have one. This is why, because if money is tight and there's something that I want, or I really want to get my nails done or something, I know I can't do it right now, but I can do it later. So knowing that there is a light at the end of the end of the tunnel, because money's tight, I know that, I could have fun again. I definitely know that. Okay, y'all, let me roll. I'm not doing no rolling here. Here we go. 2, 1, 2. Let's see. What's your go-to strategy of saving when you have a very low income month? Like right now, low income, just restricting, staying within my budget, not taking out more than needed, and just staying on top of it, just like I am now. Just stay on top of it and keeping it fun. That's it. Debt payoff journey. What kind of debt did you have when you started your payoff journey? We had car. We had car, mortgages. I had a student loan, and we had a credit card. So first thing was took care of that student loan. And it was such a good feeling to have that done. Just paid it off, little by little, little by little. We had our home. We refinanced our home. Took out some money, just enough to pay off that student loan. We didn't go crazy. So that was that. Let's see. Credit cards, just making those monthly payments. Knowing that only spend what we have. Okay, so if we're going to go buy something for $2,000, we better make sure we have $2,000 in the bank. Okay, and a lot of it, and that's what we do. So we'll buy it, and then we'll pay it off. There may be times where my husband will be, let's just make a few payments on it. So we'll do that. But I prefer to pay things off right away before that interest kicks in. That's what I do. What mindset shifts helped you most while paying off debt? I don't think I had any mindset shifts. I can't. Just the mindset of knowing my reasons for having to save the money. I think that would be it. But no, I didn't have any. Not that I can recall. Let me see here too. Did you follow a specific method like snowball or avalanche? No, I did my own plan. I know what I needed to do. I knew the best way that I was able to get it done. So I had my own plan, and that was taking out the money consistently and putting it away. Once I started watching the videos for cash saving and envelope stuffing, that was back in 2022. I had surgery and I was home and I couldn't do anything but watch TV. So I just started watching TV, and I started seeing these people doing all these things. I'm like, what am I been missing out on this? So that's how I started doing it. And the more I watch other creators and content, the more I learn. And I'm still learning. And this was back in 22. I just started my YouTube channel in January of 24. January of 25. I finally got the courage to put myself on camera, because my fear was that people would laugh at me. Nobody would like my videos. Nobody would watch my videos. There would be mean comments. But, you know, that was my thought. But then it was like when I did my first one, I'm like, you know what? This is okay. I'm not doing it for other people. I'm doing it for me. And my whole savings and debt-free journey is because I'm doing it for me and my family. So that worked out perfectly. Okay, let's see. There's a day. Let's see. What was the biggest aha moment while paying down that? How easy it is. If you stay consistent and motivated, keeping it fun, it's like, wow. It's like, this is easy. It is so easy. Next question. How did you stay motivated when progress felt slow? Changing different things. Because like I said, I have I get bored easy. And if it's not fun and if it doesn't keep me motivated, if it doesn't keep my attention, I'm out. I'll be the first one to bounce. I'm done. But like I said, watching all the different YouTube videos makes it so easy. Wait, did I roll 3 nice last time? Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Makes it so easy to figure out what works best for me, or taking something that someone else is doing and changing it to fit my needs. That works perfectly for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. What's something you've learned about yourself through budgeting? That there's nothing that I can't do once I set my mind to it. Absolutely nothing. I can do anything. And I know and I believe that God has a plan. So things work out for a reason. I just keep doing what I'm doing and I love it. I stay motivated. It's the best thing ever. Best thing. Let's see. How has budgeting improved your lifestyle and peace of mind? I don't worry about money because I know we have it. I know how to save it. I know how to take control of it. So that's one thing that gives me that peace of mind, and I'm good with it. What's one financial habit you wish you learned earlier in life? That credit cards are not your friend. Credit cards are not your friend. They are not nice. No, they are not at all. So that's one thing I learned early in life. You know, it seems so easy to whip out that card and use it. And then when you get the bill and you got to pay for it and then the interest comes on, they don't teach that in school. When I was in school, they did not teach us anything about financial and to save money and to take care of your credit. And they didn't teach us that in school. I wish they do now. I hope they do now, because I definitely instill it into my children. My children share things with me that work great for them, and definitely going to instill it in my grandchildren to take care of your credit, take care of your money, and save your money. You got it. I don't know if I rolled that 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to put a 4 right here because I don't think I did. Yeah. Okay. Let me move on. Let's see. If you could go back and give your younger self one money tip, what would it be? Credit cards are not your friend. Save your money. Only buy if it's a need and not a want, because when I was younger, I thought I was a millionaire and I had all kinds of money and I was just spending like a wild child. No, I tell myself, girl, put the brakes on. No, don't do that. Don't. Stop. I'm telling you right now, stop. I'm helping you this is your future self telling you, stop. Okay. And here's the last question, y'all. What's your next big financial goal now that you've learned how to budget better? Looking to be debt free. When I say debt free, it is I want to get our 2022 or 2021 Acura paid off. We want to get that one paid off. I want to be done with that. And other than that, our other car is paid off. But of course, we have our home mortgage. We have our home. But other than that, we're debt free except for that car and the mortgage, of course. We'll do the car first and then the mortgage. But anyway, y'all, please make sure that you watch the Budgeting Community Collaboration. And again, it is hosted by Love, Live, Laugh, and also known as Tawanda. So before I let y'all go, I'm going to finish rolling my dice here, because, you know, I started this. Now I got to finish it. And that's little Louie in the background. My dog with my other Yorkie. He's back there playing. Sorry, I had to toss something at him to get him to stop. He was scratching something on the floor. Like, you little booger. see. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I only have $3 left. Luckily, that was the last one, so it worked out perfect. So, y'all, I ain't gonna say I'm all out of money. But what I am gonna say is, because I still got this $3 rolled over. Thank you so much for watching. Please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe. And be sure to check out the Budgeting Community Collaboration. And again, hosted by Love, Live, Laugh, also known as Tawanda. Y'all stay blessed. Bye-bye.